What's up, y'all? You know what time it is? Just a few quick thoughts. First off, I think I've said this before, but I've heard a lot of people, a lot of people give too much place and credit to the adversary of our souls, the enemy of our souls. In other words, Satan, the devil, whatever you want to call him. And I just don't like hearing it. You say what's up to someone. Oh, well, the devil's been working. It's like we glorify the negative in our lives, and we only have the capacity, or we only give attention to what's going wrong. And that's because we haven't spent enough time beholding heaven and beholding God. And I say that, the Bible says, whatever is praiseworthy, think on these things. Whatsoever is good, whatsoever is, pure. And it goes on down the list. And those are the things we're supposed to meditate on. We're supposed to meditate on the goodness of God. We're supposed to taste and see that He is good. We shouldn't be meditating on the devil and what's bad. And, fear is believing what the devil says. Faith is believing what God says. I say all this because it's 2020. When 2020 was approaching, a lot of time has been spent declaring and prophesying of clear vision, spiritual eyes being enlightened, and just, all those good things. But it's already March. And I'm just saying, have we seen the change that we've wanted to see? Have we been able to see with, with the type of vision that we've expected or that we've declared, or are we just doing the same thing? And if not, there are really simple ways to see from a throne room perspective, or in other words, seeing spiritually. And number one is beholding Jesus, beholding God, beholding Yahweh, beholding Yeshua, beholding Him. The more time you spend beholding Him, the more you'll just see Him. The proverb says to acknowledge Him in all your ways. And it's as simple as that. No matter what you're doing, no matter where you're going, you're acknowledging Him throughout the day. And another thing, we got to be able to change our spiritual diet. What are we taking in? Do we spend all day just unwinding, watching Netflix, binge watching stuff, not really feeding our souls, to the point where, and then the media, social media and the media, they're constantly feeding us lies. There's an agenda going on, and you may not even believe that there's an agenda in the world, but you will agree with the fact that there are lies sent from hell to disrupt our flow of living. Whenever the Bible says we're supposed to be reigning, right? Reigning with Christ. And as He is, so are we in this world. In order to be like Him, we got to see like Him. You treat a thing like how you see a thing. And if you don't see your life the way you're supposed to, the way God sees your life as being valuable, being important and crucial, when you know your identity, walking in that sense of purpose is important. But if we don't see that sense of purpose, then all we're seeing is the devil and his lies and what he's filled our mind with. And what you need to do is meditate on God, His word, His truth. I could leave it right there, and I kind of want to. I have a few other things to say. But let me just end with this. We need to change our confessions. As a man believeth in his heart, so is he. So start believing the right things. Believe the word. Ask God how He sees you. And start agreeing with heaven. We need to spend more time agreeing with heaven than the time we're spending arguing with the devil. Sometimes there's this picture I received from someone else's message a couple years back. We waste our times. It's like trying to throw an axe at the moon. You're not going to reach it. You're wasting your strength. You're wasting your energy on the wrong stuff. We need to learn how to prioritize our energy, our time on the right things. So if you spend all your time arguing with the devil, it may feel like we're getting a lot done, But if nothing's actually changing in your heart and in the world around you, then you may need to figure out if there's some missing ingredients there, if there's some missing keys that you need in order to unlock the doors in your life that need to be unlocked. When you pray and when you spend time with God, agree with heaven. Agree with God and his plans and not with the enemy. Sometimes when we're arguing with him, spending our time arguing with the enemy, really we're doing that out of a place of fear, not faith, and a place of really somewhere inside we're actually have already agreed with the lie. So we spend all the time arguing, thinking that we're battling, and we very may well be, but the Bible says to submit yourself to God, resist the devil and he will flee. It doesn't say simply just resist the devil in your own strength and he will flee, when that's a lot of times what we're doing. It's a waste of time, it's a waste of energy, it's a waste of strength. Strengthen yourself in the Lord, wait on the Lord, he will renew your strength, and submit to him. Now, it's not always going to be, it's not going to, we don't just submit one piece at a time either. When you spend years trying to submit, okay, God, I'm ready to give this one piece up. Oh, God, I'm ready to give you this small piece now. Surrender it all. Submit it all. Really. Think about that. Submit everything to him, and your spiritual ears will become unclogged. Whatever scales or blankets are covering your eyes, they'll fall off, and you'll be able to see way more clearly. My hope for 2020 and onward is to see like Elijah saw when he prayed for the servant, to see the army and the host of heaven encamped around the enemies. Can't do that if I'm wasting my time watching the wrong things. I need to watch God, and I need to watch heaven actively in my life, and that's the same is true for all of us. Be blessed, everybody. Love y'all. Grace and peace. Shalom.